Hey guys, Tina here, and welcome to the start of a new vlog. Today's Tuesday, so clearly I didn't do any reading yesterday, and I didn't update you, or I did very little. Yeah, I did. I actually listened to some "A City of Brass" by S. Chakraborty while I was cleaning the house. But aside from that, I didn't do any reading. Today I am visiting with my mother, and I'm gonna stay here until tomorrow because I had some doctor's appointments today and everything was fine. And then tomorrow I have my dentist, and I just don't feel like driving around. And just, it's nice to visit with her, although I'm kind of not used to it. And, I mean, being here anymore, but still. Anyways, today I did try to do some reading, but not much reading was done. Actually, I sort of tried to dive into this one, the Calculating Stars. For those of you who do not know what this is about, it's about an alternate universe type of story, alternate history anyways, in which during the 50s a meteorite strikes the coast of US basically, and the DC area is completely wiped out, and now they're struggling with the aftermath. And we are following so far a couple, a married couple. The guy is he works with NASA, and they just launched a few satellites, so he's pretty well known. And his wife was a pilot during World War II, and she's definitely a bit frustrated because she's sort of left out of things because of her sex, and that doesn't go well with her. And yeah, so far it is slow paced so far, which we'll see if that picks up or if that's just the pace of this book. But I'm really liking it so far. The chapters are short, so you get through them pretty quickly. And I definitely hope to get to this a bit more today. But, at the moment I get down to reading or watching YouTube or whatever, I just start falling asleep, which is not good. But anyways, I also will try to maybe listen to some of City of Brass by S. Chakraborty. Which is a young adult. Well, is it young adult? I'm not sure. I haven't actually gotten far into it that I could classify it. We're following this girl who's sort of a swindler. She works as a fortune teller in Cairo, and she's also a healer. But she has actually some magic that she doesn't use, but she has it. And now she sort of got into a bit of a trouble, and now this genie or something similar is taking her to this place where she would more fit in, baby. What am I saying? Anyways, yeah, so I'm not that far into that one either. I think I'm like on chapter 5, and basically these are the two books that I hope to finish this week. Hopefully more, but I think 2 books a week is quite good for me right now, since that's a lot more than I have read, in a long time. I mean, I haven't read these many books in such a short period in a year, probably, honestly. So yeah, and I keep being tempted by other books, but say no, you have to finish this. You're in the middle of a readathon. Oh, did I mention that? I am participating in Sims-a-thon. This is what this vlog is all about. So it's a month-long readathon based off of this game that I have no clue what it's about. And it was created by Cara from Bianca Reads, and she created a few prompts, and you of course have challenges that go along with those, and I'm trying to fulfill some and earn points, although as I said, I have no clue what this game is even about. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. And yeah, until tomorrow then, this should be it. So it's Thursday, and I haven't updated you, I think, since Tuesday. I very much doubted that I updated you yesterday, because there was not much to update you about. I did barely any reading yesterday, so I cannot brag about that. Today so far, I listened to some S. Chakraborty, The City of Brass, and I have to say that I'm slightly confused by this book so far. There's so many different groups of these creatures, this jinn and half-breeds and I don't know what, that I'm slightly confused so far. I mean, I expect that things will get clearer, or it might help if I actually would read physically, because that would make me focus better than just by listening to the book. So I'll have to figure it out if I don't get a grip on things in the next, I don't know, 50 pages, then it's going to be a problem. But so far I'm enjoying it. Not exactly sure where it's going on, where it's leading, but I'm liking it so far. We are basically following two main characters, and yeah, I mean, I really don't have a feeling for them yet, so we'll see how things progress. Anyways, I just came back from a lunch with my friend. I'm so lucky to have a few really great friends. She's always offering to help me if I need anything, especially now with the baby and all that. So I really appreciate that. I am lucky to have such great friends and family, and they are very, very supportive and always there to help me out if I need anything. But yeah, aside from a great lunch with her, we went to get some Mexican, and as we always do, and I would love to get a margarita. But I didn't. It's another hot day, and the traffic was just terrible. The neighboring countries have some holidays coming up, and they're all going down to the seaside, and they have to cross our country, so it's jam packed. The roads it's crazy, really. So it took me a while to get there and also back. But I stopped at my mother's and I received a package, which is always good. I made some pre-orders a while back, and one of them just came in, and it's a bit earlier than I thought, because the official release date is in July. So, you know, I'm very happy that I have it, and it's here. So, you know, I'm not making it up, and I'm just opening it now with my one hand, and you know, those tabs, they tend to be annoying sometimes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It's the fourth book in a series that I'm really enjoying. And again, wow, such a beautiful cover. So this is Age of Legend. It's book 4 in the Legends of the First Empire by Michael J. Sullivan. This is a prequel series to Rhaenyra Revelations. And I do talk about these books and Michael J. Sullivan quite a lot on my channel. So, you know, you have probably heard me talking about him. And look at this cover. It's just so beautiful. Look at that. So I'm not going to go into what happened in the last book, but I can tell you what happens sort of in the first one. So we are in a world that is divided between the humans and the Frey. So between, well, runes and the Frey, which is basically humans and the Fae. And humans sort of see the Fae as gods because they seem to be mortal, although that's not necessarily the case, because one of the runes actually kills one of the Frey, and that starts a whole wide mess, and there's a war brewing between the two groups, and I'm just really loving these books. There's great female characters in them. They're very strong, very different from one another, and just very complex, and I enjoy them immensely. And I just love the story. Now, the last book, the third one, sort of, I think, concluded the first trilogy. I mean, I feel like this series, it's going to be 6 books, and I think it's sort of divided into 2 parts, and I think that the last book concluded the first part, is what I was trying to say, and this one, I feel, will start a new one, and I cannot wait to dive in it. I think it's thicker than the previous one, and obviously I do not know what exactly is going to happen in this one, but, you know, it's a continuation, so I will dive in and see. I usually listen to these books, but they're really easy to read. Michael J. Sullivan is, as I said many times before, is one of those authors that it's really great if you want to try adult fantasy. He's really easy to get into. He doesn't have a steep curve, a learning curve or anything like that. It's all pretty, you know, easy to get into, so it's not problematic. And if you want to give it a go, to pick up his books, they're great. So yeah, this is it for right now. I will definitely do some more reading today, but well, fingers crossed, because that's my hope for every day, but it doesn't always work out. But yeah, fingers crossed I will do that, because I think that I will not be able to finish 2 books this week, which is a shame, because I was having such a great time of doing that. But yeah, until my next update, I think this will be it for this one. So it's Monday, the next week, and I should be finishing up this vlog. But the thing is that I filmed very little last week, and I also read a very little last week. So I didn't manage to finish any of the books that I was sort of planning to finish, which was The Calculating Stars by Mary Robinette Kowal. I actually didn't pick up that book at all last week. I did, though, work on City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, and I'm like almost halfway through officially. But the thing is, I was listening to it, and I sort of found myself to be very lost as to what was going on. It's a book that I would really enjoy when I tried to physically read it. I didn't try, I did. But I was also so confused because there were so many elemental things that I missed, because I think I already mentioned this a few times that I'm really bad at listening to fantasy audiobooks, right? So because a lot of details and a lot of the important information just goes over me and over my head, and then I'm sort of confused as to what's going on. And there's a lot of politics in this one that I just am confused about, and there's different groups or races or whatever that I'm like, what? Who is this? What is this? Why did they not get along? What's going on? So I actually decided today to start physically rereading it. So this is the first bookmark. This one is where I am currently, and this one is where I'm supposed to be. But I just decided, you know what? This is a book that I think that I will really enjoy, and I want to get the sequel done, and I have to know what's going on, like really know what's going on, and not just sort of think that I know. So I think that's, I guess I sort of wasted time by listening to it continuously and not actually pausing before and going back. But you know what? I don't care. I think it's a book that I will enjoy, and I think it's worth it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I guess this vlog will be like 2 weeks long. I will try to film a decent amount, so it won't be too long, but yeah, anyways, this is it. I'm gonna go back to reading because I'm finally able to read. It was a busy couple of days, and I just didn't get to read, and when I had the little amount of time that I would be able to read, I just didn't feel like it. So yeah, or I wasted it by listening to it, of course, to the book. So yeah, I guess I'll have to, maybe later I will listen again to the book and just like mix physical reading as well as listening to the book. I'm not sure, but yeah, or I'll just choose a contemporary and do that, although I don't have any contemporaries left on my Sims-a-thon reading vlog, or not vlog, TBR. But yeah, okay, so until I have something more to update you with, this is gonna be it. So today's Saturday, and it's been a while since I filmed an update. This week has been full of nothing and also full of a lot of things. On Tuesday we went to the seaside. I will probably insert a few clips if I filmed anything worth it, and we had a great time. I also hurt my pinky, so I've been my walking has not been great since then, but anyways, we also had a car accident. Somebody just back-reared us basically, and luckily we are fine. Our car is sort of okay, and the other car was a disaster, complete and utter disaster. So which is, luckily we weren't going fast or anything like that, so yeah. But aside from that, the days were pretty peaceful, and today I am finally able to film an update. Yesterday I filmed a couple of videos for the channel, and I already uploaded some. Basically they're all TBRs for the various readathons and just July in general. I'm very ambitious again this month, which, yeah, I know. I don't care. As long as I have a lot of options, that's fine. I know that I'm not going to read half of the bugs that I talk about in those videos, basically. But still, one hopes and one tries. But yeah, aside from that, today I have my morning is going to be pretty peaceful. I'm gonna continue reading The City of Brass, which I'm really loving. I'm making slow progress, and I do want to finish it tomorrow. By tomorrow it has to be done, right? So I can then film a June wrap-up, and I can move on to other books. And I'm really enjoying this book. It's I don't know, I just really like it. I like the world, I like the characters, although they sometimes don't make decisions that I like, or they have weird prejudices and things like that, but who doesn't? So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, and hopefully I will get through this. So yeah, I have to make use of the time that I have and just plow through it, and yeah, hopefully by the next update I will have a lot more to say, and yeah, that's that. So it's still Saturday, and I have to say that I finished reading The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, and I really loved it. I already ordered the sequel because I want to get to it as soon as I can, although July is probably not going to be the month I do that, but still. So this is actually an adult, I think, book. I would not say it's necessarily YA. The characters are in their 20s or early 20s, so yeah, there's that. And also the themes, it's very political. I don't know, I just don't think I'd classify it as young adult, although there's some scenes are graphic, there's like no sex and anything like that, but still the topics are more adult, I think. Anyways, this is the story of Nahri, who is a girl living in Cairo, and she's basically stealing from people. She tells fortune, she heals them and things like that. She survives the best way that she can, and one day she gets into a bit of trouble, and she accidentally summons a jinn, and then they have to flee because there's some creatures after her, and he is trying to save her, and he's taking her to this place where she's supposed to be safe, and well, that place is not necessarily the safest place. But yeah, we also follow another character as a POV character called Ali, and he's the son of the ruler in that city that the jinn is taking, Nahri. And well, he's also sort of involved in politics. He's very opinionated, has certain prejudices, and it's interesting to see how, depending on where you were raised or who raised you or whatever, what history you were taught. So nobody learns the same history, basically, even if it's about the same subject, basically. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, I think, on Goodreads, and I'm looking forward to seeing how things play out in the next book. But yeah, I'm very happy that I finished it in time for the Sims-a-thon before the readathon ends, as well as June ends, because I want to film a wrap-up and all that, and then I can start July fresh. And yeah, basically that's it for this vlog. It's probably going to be pretty long. I'll try to shorten it as much as I can, but yeah, it doesn't always work like that. But yeah, until my next video, I hope you enjoyed this one, and see you then. Bye.